Good morning. My name is Jairo Buitrago. I am an apprentice of the Technology on Tour Guiding 2396-877 at Sena, Quindío. Let's talk about the Department of Risaralda. The Department of Risaralda is located in the central west of the Andean region. It has an area of 4,140 square kilometers, which only represented 0.36% of the national territory. It limits to the north with the departments of Antioquia and Caldas, to the east with Caldas and Tolima, to the south with the departments of Quindío and Valle del Cauca, and to the west with the department of Chocó. It has a population, according to the National Department of Statistics of Colombia, in 2020 of 961,055 inhabitants. Its capital is Pereira, which has a population of approximately 700,000 inhabitants, including the metropolitan area. This beautiful department is divided into 14 municipalities, as well as numerous hamlets and populated areas. The territory of the department is framed between the western and central mountain ranges and is crossed by the Cauca River. Three physiographic units are observed: a relatively flat and undulating one that corresponds to the plains formed by the valleys of the Cauca and Risaralda rivers, and two mountainous units that correspond to the eastern flank of the western mountain range and the western flank of the central mountain range in the department. Although the central mountain range is higher than the western one, it has less coverage and serves as a border with the department of Tolima. There are three great elevations, among them the Quindío volcano with a maximum height of 4,800 meters above sea level, and the snow-capped Santa Isabel with 5,100 meters above sea level. One important accident is the Caramanta, another the Tatama and the Palomas Hills in this beautiful department. The soils have been affected by volcanic eruptions that have formed layers of ashes whose decomposition has produced optimal soils that constitute the base of the Colombian coffee belt. The hydrographic network of the Department of Risaralda is made up of the San Juan and Cauca rivers. The first occupies 32% of the area. Its most important tributary is the Tatama River, and is made up of the Guarato, Agüita, Chamí, Rio Negro, Mondo, and Mistrato rivers. The Cauca River basin occupies 68% of the total area. Its main tributaries are the rivers La Vieja, Risaralda, Quinchía, Campo Alegre, Otún, Opirama, and San Francisco. Now let's talk about the climate in Risaralda. It is influenced by the masses of humid air over the western mountain range and the depression of the Cauca River. This situation causes two marked tendencies to appear: one very humid on the western slope and another humid with a dry tendency on the eastern slope towards the Cauca River and the valley of the Cauca River. It represents a bimodal rainfall regime of the on the western slope. The lower part of the central mountain range, where the lowest values that are recorded less than 1,800 millimeters per year. On the western slope of the western Cordillera or mountain range, the highest precipitation values are represented 5,000 millimeters per year due to the large forest mass that exists, added to the proximity to the Chocoan jungle area. The rainiest months correspond to April and to May, and October and November. The average rainfall of the department is 3,000 millimeters per year. The department presents 5 thermal floors, from the valley of the San Juan, Risaralda, and Cauca rivers to the snow-capped Santa Isabel. The warm one represents 9% of the department total, with average temperatures of 24 centigrades or Celsius degrees. The temperate between 18 and 24 Celsius degrees represents 51% of the territory. The cold, with temperatures below 12 Celsius degrees, occupies 8%, and the snowy, which covers 1% of the total area of the department. The economy of the department is based mainly on agriculture, livestock, manufacturing, and trade. Agriculture is represented by coffee, banana, sugar, cane, cocoa, and cassava crops. The most important lines of the manufacturing industry are food, beverages, clothing, textiles, wood, and footwear, with a total of 1,765 registered industries in 2020. Mining activity is not outstanding in the department, but gold, silver, limestone, zinc, copper, and lead are exploited. Construction is focused on the Pereira and Dos Quebradas and La Virginia metropolitan area. Commerce is located especially in the city of Pereira. Thanks to its privileged location, it is so-called Golden Triangle, made up of Medellin in the north, Cali in the west, and Bogota in the center of Colombia. The total number of commercial establishments amounts to 9,579 by 2020. The municipal capitals were mainly where this activity takes place are Pereira, Dos Quebradas, Santa Rosa de Cabal, and La Virginia. The road infrastructure of the Department of Risaralda is oriented to the articulation with the national trunks that seek to link the Pacific from the center and west to the country. The two main roads belong to the south-north system through the western corridor and the trunk of the coffee-growing axis, which currently link the departments of Antioquia and Valle del Cauca and the Caribbean coast with the trunk. Despite the abruptness of the relief, there is a good system of roads that communicate with each other to all the municipalities of the department. The capital has an air terminal that allows communication with neighboring cities as well as international flights. There are some places of interest that we can visit in Risaralda department. The department offers innumerable tourist attractions from the natural, cultural, and scientific point of view. The coffee culture, its architecture, and the hospitality of its people make touring Risaralda an unforgettable experience. Tourist attractions include the Kumari Natural Park, the Snow Mountains, and Tatama Natural Parks, the Rio Guarato Nature Reserve, the Santa Rosa de Cabal Hot Springs, the La Nona Forest Reserve, the railway route, and the educational nature trail. Lignum Vitae. Also important are the Matecaña Zoo, the Don Manuel Forest, the Alexander von Humboldt Botanical Garden in the municipality of Marsella, and numerous cultural events. It has natural beauties that are just beginning to be exploited by tourism. It offers many tourist possibilities, both agritourism and ecotourism. In rural tourism, there are ecotourism and agritourism programs, two modalities that are in full force. In health tourism, there are also all the riches of the thermal waters in Santa Rosa de Cabal and San Vicente. Noah's Farm Eco Park. It is in the familiar recreational center where you can interact with the animals, fauna, and flora of the place and with the agricultural life of the region. The Botanical Garden of Marseille. It is approximately 45 minutes far from the capital city, Pereira. And finally, we can mention the Flora and Fauna Sanctuary Tunquimbaya near La Florida Village, where it's possible to do activities like bird watching, howler monkey sighting, and getting in touch with the nature in a 2 or 3 hour trekking tour. This was taken for the information was taken from the latintravelguide.com, collaboration.dmp.gov.co, and offtravel.com. Thank you very much.